Hi guys, it's Pure Ice Cream Bar. So I'm here with Lemon, and we're going to do a character video. This is pretty much going to be Lemon's entire backstory. I'm going to try and do it as quickly as possible. Don't know how successful that will be. We'll see. As with Citrus, this video will definitely 100% have horror elements that are really, really nasty. If you watched her mini intro video, I mentioned that she is a cannibal. Some things will be mentioned. Try not to scream. So Lemon is the child of a wealthy but fairly eccentric, and like if I had to give them an alignment, it would probably be chaotic neutral scientist biologist parents, right? Lemon was the test tube result of mixing human and hyena together because, you know, chaotic neutral, they're just kind of doing their thing. They're just kind of being kind of crazy. Not bad, just kind of crazy. This presented their sweet, sweet newborn with a little bit of trouble, however. First, her body was not at all stable. In an attempt to save her from slow decay, her parents fed her a cocktail of hormones. Testing a different combination of drugs eventually saved her life, but left her with her other major early life problem. So many problems, Lemon, I don't know how to classify them all. Which was that her body changes in an infinite loop from female, which she was born as, to male, and then back again. This happens over a period of 12 to 8 years. Generally, she's female longer than she is male. Woefully, this development is incredibly slow. And over that period of, 8 to 12 years, she's actually slowly deforming her whole body, not just genitalia, slowly deforming to the opposite sex. So actually, for the most time, she's somewhere in between male and female. The only plus of this was that Lemon seemed to be consistently young looking, always looked much younger than she was supposed to be. Unfortunately, she also seems to be forever young thinking. Late bloomer. Even more distressing than this, however, was an accidental tainting of some of Lemon's baby food that left her with a bizarre appetite. How the human meat got mixed up with the baby food is a debate that will live on in Martha's household pretty much for forever. But the result was that she had a sudden craving for her fellow man. Despite these qualities giving her a slightly different childhood than most, she managed to grow into an emotionally stable young man. Having been raised as a girl and having many stereotypical feminine interests, it was very strange for her to suddenly be feeling like a man and being addressed like a male. But as she grew, she learned to deal with her strange quality. She has excellent people skills, very good at manipulating, but honestly like a decent person, genuinely affectionate, far too open to trust. So the time came, she went off to college, but dropped out after being offered a modeling contract. But city life soon proved pretty difficult. He managed to avoid police by sticking to a strict plan, put off her hunger as long as possible, steal from morgues if possible, ensure that any living victim is a person who wouldn't be missed. I like to imagine that her parents were very helpful in sending her little, like frozen meat care packages so she wouldn't have to worry too much. Then came Benjamin Buckley. Benjy was a loud-mouthed, rude, but attractive young man that Lemon met at a party one night. Actually, an after party. One of those kind of shady kind of deals, but there's like a lot of bottles. It's like classy but also shady at the same time. Benjy was charming in a degrading sort of way, and loved to tell anyone who would listen that his parents were part of a cannibalism club, and that one day he himself would be a member. Lemon fell for him immediately, her hopeless romantic brain telling her that she could love Benjy into making him a better man, and also a little part of her hoping that this cannibalism club story had some truth to it, even though absolutely no one believed that it did. So the two dated, they became close enough for Lemon to want to reveal her big ol' secret, and Benjy actually seemed to be really into it. He actually seemed to start paying more attention to her. He was fascinated. That's the right word. He was fascinated by her. He even started making little jokes about her very taboo diet. The unfortunate thing about Benjy, though, was that his jokes always were not really jokes. They were just kind of statements that he said in a way that maybe someone could take it as a joke if they were in denial. Which was kind of Lemon's MO about Benjy. Just denial, denial, denial. No, he's a great guy, I promise. She snapped out of this the night that she came home, and Benjy was frying up one of her very good friends and her roommate. Upon seeing that, Lemon immediately passed out. Police were called. Murder charges. Never a good, fun time. Probably. The funny thing is, Benjy's parents actually were members of a secret cannibalism club. The leader of this club comes to visit Lemon and basically says, hey, we've been having problems with this kid Benjy for a long time. We could have helped him, but his parents are going to make an example out of him. We're just gonna let him sink. We're gonna send him off to jail. But we know that this is not you, this is not on you, so we can help you if you decide to join this club, or otherwise we're just also gonna let you go to prison too, so what do you say? And Lemon is in shock still, not even grieving yet, just still in total shock, and is just like, okay. What follows is kind of a haze. Shock will do that to you. What she knows is that she eventually ended up at a sort of safe house for people who are part of this club, and it's there that she waits for this whole situation to kind of be over. She's not really talking, she's not really leaving her room, she's kind of incredibly depressed that her boyfriend killed her best friend and tried to eat her best friend. I think that would make anyone depressed. I think that's a fair time to feel depressed. And she pretty much just stayed there doing nothing up until the point where she started visiting the greenhouse. The caretaker of this greenhouse was also in this club, obviously. He had a gardening hobby. It was a beautiful greenhouse, very big, lots of different kinds of plants, and there was an infant lemon tree. Lemon got the nickname Lemon because she didn't talk, like, the first year she was at this house, but eventually she starts helping this guy with his gardening, and together they get the lemon tree to bear its first fruit, and so earns the nickname Lemon. She decides to keep the nickname Lemon as opposed to going by Martha or Mark, which she went by before, as a mark of her resilience, of her ability to move forward. So Lemon is a mark of her healing. That's pretty much Lemon's backstory, and we'll talk more about him later. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to all of you later. Bye!